Welcome to the COP26 Nature Newsroom here in Glasgow. We have a special guest today who is joining us from Hungary. Her name is Zsuzsanna. She's leading Friends of the Earth project on the ground on nature-based solutions. So Zsuzsanna, can you tell us a little bit about what you do, what's your work about in Hungary?
Yes, sure. Good afternoon. I'm very glad that I can be here. This project that we are doing is together in a network, in a Central Eastern European network. It's led by CE Bankwatch Network, which is the largest environmental network group in the region. And we have wrote a study because we are looking for projects, nature-positive projects that can deliver biodiversity results, biodiversity conservation, and also climate mitigation and climate adaptation measures. This is because we believe that biodiversity conservation is the best way to tackle climate change. And we have this study. It's called When Nature Shows the Way. And we showcase 5 different really good and adaptable cases where biodiversity conservation delivers multiple benefits, for example, social benefits or economic benefits or other climate benefits and results. And this can be done because it is based on the cooperation of the stakeholders, very different stakeholders, farmers with nature conservationists and authorities. And one of these cases is the Vértes Nature Park that you will see the film about.
And Zsuzsanna, in your view, in Eastern Europe, based where you are, do you think the EU Green Deal that was put together by the EU Commission with more than 600 billion euros for the green economic recovery, is that really supporting nature-based solutions? I mean, we've heard that 37% of the funding would go to climate action, but is there enough funding going to a nature-positive future in your view?
I think the goals and the targets are good, but the problem is usually with implementation. And also we have to consider that the EU Green Deal is a political program, and there are no legal guarantees whatsoever. So usually these plans, as we see it, they usually fail and they can't deliver the results because the implementation is really weak. If we want the EU Green Deal to deliver results, we have to strengthen implementation and transparency, meaningful public participation, and cross-sectoral cooperation would be really important. I think this is what we have to focus on.
So more bottom-up support for implementation, involving people. Can you tell us more about this project that you are leading? How did you make sure that people were actually on board? How did you involve citizens in this project? And can you tell us a bit more about where it is and what's happening there?
Okay, so this project is actually a study that we put together, and I was just one of the member of this group that we put together this study. And the Vértes Nature Park itself, we are showcasing it. And who put together this project, this 30 years old project, is the director of the Nature Park, Mr. Vislo. And he is really a visionary person, and he was able to cooperate with all the stakeholders that were necessary and created this bottom-up process. And I think what they do there is really amazing as they maintain these grasslands by moderate grazing.
How big is the park? Can you tell us more about the park?
Yes, sure. The park is huge, but the grazing happens on 2,000 hectares. But it includes all kinds of habitats, for example, forests and grasslands, wetlands. So they have all these. And some of these are not just grazed, but also moved in a wildlife-friendly manner. And then they teach other people how to do this.
Excellent. So, Zsuzsanna, if you wanted to give a message to the leaders who are here in Glasgow, who are working on the final text for the COP decision, we are hoping that nature-based solutions will be at the heart of the decisions. What would you tell them now, the leaders here in Glasgow?
I would tell them to look for allies in other sectors, like farmers and people in business who really prioritize nature conservation. And we should really focus on helping biodiversity conservation because they can deliver really good climate measures and climate adaptation and climate mitigation results.
Thank you, Zsuzsanna.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.